Hello. We've already had some really wet weather this weekend. Heavy showers and thunderstorms awash across England and Wales, which has led to local impacts, lots of spray and excess water. The Met Office have escalated Monday's warning in parts to an amber because that rain is now going to be falling onto saturated ground where we've already had, 50 or 60 millimetres falling through the weekend, a little more in places, courtesy of this area of low pressure, which is hanging around on Monday and then starting to clear out the way on Tuesday. So as mentioned, some places have already seen 50 or 60 millimetres of rain through Saturday night into Sunday. The rain and the showers kept going and they will continue into Monday. So you can see where the wettest weather is likely to be, in excess of 100 millimetres potentially in places, which heightens the impacts with flooding, disruption to transport, flooding into buildings potentially as well. So really awful conditions if you're travelling on the faster routes as well, all that spray and standing water. So we do expect impacts from this particular area of low pressure and also a little bit of rain coming to the north of Scotland, but otherwise some drier, brighter weather further north, away from the misty, murky conditions that we have in places. And temperatures will just be pegged back a little with more cloud. And that rain just keeps coming through Monday evening and overnight before clearing out of the way, which does mean it should be a more comfortable night for sleeping across the southern half of the country. We pick up the rain instead further north. And that rain set in through Tuesday across Scotland, eventually northern England. But actually for the bulk of England and Wales too, it looks like a drier window of weather on Tuesday. We'll have a few showers around, but given a bit of sunshine, 17 or 18 is possible. But really temperatures this week are taking a turn downwards. Midweek, there's a fly in the ointment. This area of low pressure, we're uncertain as to exactly the track that takes, but it looks this time as if it'll be rain and wind, possible autumnal gales. As it clears out the way, it allows the northerly wind to develop, so colder for all of us by the end of the week. But it's going to be difficult to pin the detail onto Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at the moment because we're not sure exactly where that low pressure is going to go. We could have a spell of windy weather, for example, through the Channel on Wednesday and some heavy rain. So temperatures fairly academic. Thursday, the remnants of that weather front, and it's around across parts of central Britain. Northerly winds following, so wintry showers up on the hills in the north and just 13 to 16 further south, starting to feel a bit chilly. And then by Friday, as it finally clears out of the way from southern areas, we get that northerly right the way down to the south coast, which means that temperatures even in London and the southeast will be down around about 12 or 13 degrees Celsius. So much cooler weather by that stage. So it does look as if after some very wet weather through the weekend and the start of the week, we've got more rain then from Wednesday onward with possible gales before it turns colder and hopefully a little bit more settled for some for the weekend, certainly across the southern half of the UK. There's that rain clearing away under a ridge of high pressure at this stage. This is what we're thinking. The jet stream dies further south just temporarily. High pressure keeps the weather fronts at bay, but not for long. It looks like they're returning by the start of next week. But for the start of this week, as I've talked about already, it looks pretty wet. That amber warning out from the Met Office, because we've had that warm and humid air around, that's all gone by the time we get to the end of next week and beyond. But as ever, the details on the warnings are on the website.